We are live right here. This is the Tony Cotillo Show, Rise and React segment. And what better way to go into Sunday morning and talk late Saturday night, a week away from Saturday night's main event, and we talk a little WWE, a little Royal Rumble action. I'll tell you what, man, I am extremely excited. I'm always excited about the Royal Rumble, but this year specifically, I am excited about the Royal Rumble. And I'm excited about the Royal Rumble because there's a lot of questions, right? There's a lot of predictions. There's a lot of spoilers, like my man Paul Heyman likes to say. Again, if you are live right now, wherever you are, make sure you like and subscribe to YouTube channel, the Tony Cotillo Show, where we talk all things, not just Philly, sports betting, you name it, everything. And now tonight we're talking a little wrestling. Yes, a little wrestling. And if you want to get live within the conversation, everything's open, man. Call lines are open, comments are open, you name it. You see what I titled this? John Cena or LA Knight to win the 2025 Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium, going on to WrestleMania 41, where one of them will be the world champion, in my opinion. What belt it is, I don't know. Right? Will it be Gunther? Not sure. Will it be Cody Rhodes? I'm not sure. But I am telling you right now, okay, I am telling you right now. Let me put this up here. So if anybody would like to call in, okay, call in right here. Okay, if you want to talk a little wrestling, late night wrestling here. And again, don't need a microphone, you just need a phone. Okay. You don't need a camera, you just need a phone. Lines are open, right? Lines are open right here. It's in the chat. Boom. Click on that. You'll put in the green room. I'll get you on air. Simple as that. Just don't be stupid. Okay. Now, looking at this landscape, I've talked about this before, and I talked about John Cena's farewell tour. Talked about John Cena coming back to the WWE for one last run for 1 year. Obviously, he's going to be there on the 6th for Netflix, right? He's going to be there. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble. We all know that. This is going to be his swan song, so to speak. But if everybody understands and has followed the career of John Cena, you know, it's indicative of him to not come back just to be a jobber, just to come back and say, hey, I have a couple matches, I'll put a couple guys over, and then I'll go away. That's not what John Cena is all about. That's not what John Cena is going to do. It's never been his MO, and it's not going to be his MO, okay? So John Cena is going to do the same thing that we watch guys like Ric Flair do, where they've had that glorious run at the end, right? Where they've won the championship, where they've won belts, they've done things. This is what John Cena is going to do. And I am telling you, I think, okay, I'm going to talk both LA Knight and John Cena, but let's just go John Cena first. I think the perfect scenario is for John Cena to win the championship and to take it for about 6 months. And here's for a couple reasons. You have a guy in Roman Reigns who, yes, is must-see TV, who has held the title for longer than anybody ever. And now they're talking about putting him on another run where he holds it even longer. A guy who's battled back from multiple fights with leukemia, right? Multiple fights. So you look at this and say, this guy is battered and he's bruised and he needs breaks, man. He needs breaks for carrying this company for as long as he has. Now, I say that because you have to look at right now, you have a big lawsuit. And right now, we haven't been cleared on Brock Lesnar. So we don't know if Brock Lesnar or when Brock Lesnar will return. Remember, a lot more at stake now. This isn't just Vince McMahon's company. It's no longer his company. Okay, you have to answer to the TKO board. You have to answer to Netflix, who's just signed his $1 billion deal. So You have to look at it and say, who else can give a break to Roman Reigns? And I'm saying this, and I'm going to continue to say it. Cody Rhodes is stale. Cody Rhodes is becoming stagnant. He's becoming less and less popped, if that makes sense. You know what that means, okay? Not everybody's marking out anymore to Cody Rhodes. And this happens. It happens. But if you look back at the Roman Reigns era, when Roman Reigns began the bloodline, nobody ever stopped marking out for Roman Reigns. Everybody stood up for Roman Reigns. But people are starting to listen, when you become the baby face and you're always this goody guy, you're like it becomes sour in wrestling. It does. And I think you're seeing that with Cody Rhodes. And remember, this happened with John Cena just a little bit when everybody was like they wanted him to become heel, and he bought into it, right? He bought into it. I don't know if Cody Rhodes could do that right now, right? So you have to look at this and say, who could be that next guy? It's not going to be Kevin Owens. We all know that. Like, no disrespect to Kevin Owens. It's not going to be Kevin Owens. So you have in front of you an error that could be like no other, where you are going to this Netflix platform that you're going 3 hours for SmackDown. You're going to get, you're going away from the PG era, right? There's a lot of things happening right here. And you've already been notified that The Rock possibly isn't going to be able to do what he is supposed to do. And obviously, he's not going to be able to hold a belt. That's why they brought the people's belt in, man. Like, think about it. Think about it. It all makes sense. And it all makes sense for two reasons. I'm answering my own question here because I also thought that the reason why LA Knight dropped the belt to Shinsuke Nakamura was because they're getting ready to give him a run. They're getting ready to have him win the Rumble and win a belt. But here's what I'm thinking right now. If that doesn't happen, because I still think that one of these two guys is going to win the Royal Rumble this year and go on to WrestleMania and win a belt. But I do think that if Cena comes back, if he's going to go a year, think about how this works, okay? If he's going to go a year and he says, we're going to have him win the Royal Rumble. And if you're going to have Cena win the Royal Rumble and you're going to have Cena grab a belt and give, technically say, Roman Reigns the summer off from defending a title, now you give John a run. John loves the run. You give Cody a break, okay? I just ripped my headphones off right there. You give Cody a break. And what you're doing in essence with that is you're going to set up a scenario to where John Cena does exactly what John Cena wants to do. And that's put somebody over to the next degree. And that person could be LA Knight. And on one of the grandest stages of them all, remember, this year, 2-night event for SummerSlam. Okay, 2-night event for SummerSlam. I'm laying this out, man. I should be a WWE script writer. Okay, I should be a WWE script writer because I'm laying this out right now, and I'm telling you, all you trolls and all you people that are going to watch this and you're going to run with this on your own, I'm going to bookmark this bitch. I'm going to receipt this bitch because I'm telling you right now, I say way too much stuff that people run with and label that as theirs. Okay, I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, I'm telling you right now, 12/29/2024. Here's exactly the way I'm seeing this. John Cena wins the Royal Rumble. John Cena goes on to WrestleMania. He has a hell of a back and forth with either Gunther or Cody Rhodes. Okay, either way, it's going to be one of these guys. And then what's going to happen is Cena wins the belt at WrestleMania. And then Cena carries the company, Okay. April, May, June, July. Okay. 4 months. And then he has a hell of a one-on-one promo battle with LA Knight leading up to SummerSlam on a 2-night event to where John Cena drops the belt to LA Knight and LA Knight becomes world champion. Okay, there we go. Everybody hear me. Okay, that was weird. So this is all about who's going to win that next belt. And I'm telling you right now, I highly suspect that the WWE is thinking about going this way. I do. And I think it's the smart way to go here. Because if you think about it, again, you have to take a lot of things in consideration. You have to take a lot, you have to take the age of some of these wrestlers. You have to take the schedule of some of these wrestlers. You have to take what's going on with the factions, right? Because you still, here's the thing, we have so much talent like this in the WWE. You have to make sure. You have to make sure that they're all taken care of. That you're keeping it fresh. Storylines are staying fresh, right? That's what you have to do when you have a lot of this talent. And like I said, this is what I say. I think this is kind of like the perfect scenario because you got a lot of stuff going on right now, right? You have a lot of factions going on. Yeah, I mean the women are absolutely taking over. They really are. You got this Jade Cargill story going on. You have Charlotte coming back. Her imminent comeback, and you talk about Charlotte coming back. Again, talk about somebody else going to take over is Charlotte Flair. And we don't know how Charlotte's going to come back. And then there's a lot of rumors of other people possibly coming back, right? So they have a ton of talent, and not to mention everybody got going on in NXT, who we have talked about that before, the women in NXT. I mean, Jada Parker is just going to be an absolute stud, right? I can see Jada Parker for the next 10 years. Right? I mean, they have to be so, they got to be foaming at the mouth with the amount of talent they have coming through. And again, we talked about this before with Shawn Michaels doing such a phenomenal job down there at NXT to get these people ready, to get the mic skills on point, right? Not only get the mic skills on point, but also to get on point the in-ring ability, how to sell the moves, how to set up matches, how to storytell. I mean, it's been remarkable. It really has. So that's my prediction. Again, I don't want to make this long. It was in my head. I'm like, you know what? I gotta talk a little wrestling. Okay, gotta talk a little wrestling here because it's on my mind. So again, I'm gonna lay it out one more time. The way I see this go. Okay, John Cena comes back, wins the Royal Rumble. Now he wins the Royal Rumble, sets him up for a match. He decides, does he want to face Cody or does he want to face Gunther? So it'll be up to him. Let's see where he goes. I don't know, okay? I don't know. So, based on that, it gives him the ability to work up towards his match for WrestleMania. It gives him that nice little run. And I think at WrestleMania, the belt goes to John Cena. And I think that John Cena then becomes the marked man. Obviously, puts a couple people over. And then I think that LA Knight insertion begins. I think that I can stick now the promos between LA Knight and John Cena will be epic. Literally will be epic. So I do see that happening. And I do say that SummerSlam being a 2-night event, one of those nights is going to be John Cena versus LA Knight. It's going to break barriers. It's going to break records. The promos are going to be insane. The entrances are going to be electric. The crowd will be going absolutely bananas. And John Cena drops the belt. Finally, somebody puts LA Knight over to the next degree. Okay, to the next degree. and he gets his championship run. And I think that's how it plays out. So again, if you're watching this live, you're watching this on replay, I want to hear, what do you think? Do you fall in line with that scenario? Do you fall in line with that methodology? Do you fall in line with that logic? Do you think that John Cena will win a Royal Rumble, go on to win the belt, and then drop it to LA Knight for SummerSlam? That's the way I'm rolling. Because if not, then you have LA Knight win the Rumble, and then LA Knight wins a belt at WrestleMania. But that doesn't really give John Cena the swan song that I think he wants and so deserves. So again, I'm going down a limb here. I'm thinking big time when it comes to the Royal Rumble, which is my favorite time of year. I can't wait to do some lives going up to the Royal Rumble, because there's going to be so much speculation, so many spoilers, predictions, and so much fun. I love it. This month will be fantastic. I love every minute of it. It is my favorite time, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed this year. I really don't. I think that we're really going to do it, and we're going to do it big. So that's where I think Tony Cotillo Show. As always, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I say all the time, man. Very, very simple. It's 2 clicks. Like, subscribe. A lot of big things. This is the Rise and React segment where we're talking about WWE. We're talking about the Royal Rumble. We're talking about LA Knight. And we're talking about my man Hustle, loyalty, and respect. John Cena, who I predict will be champion when it comes to WrestleMania 41. Everybody, let me know what you think in your comments. Everybody, again, as always, stay safe and stay healthy. And we'll catch you back here next time on the Tony.